Good morning. I'm reading from the book of Romans this morning, chapter 8. And beginning in verse 18, it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." Paul tells us that during this present time, sometimes Christians suffer. We face all kinds of different challenges during this time. We face temptations, we face persecutions, different changes in regimes or in governments, many times change the atmosphere that Christians are called to live in. And he goes on and he says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature," that means the creation itself, "waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God." You know, it's interesting. When you go back and you read the book of Genesis, you realize that when Adam disobeyed God, he died. God warned him. He said, "The day you eat of that fruit, you shall surely die." Well, not only did Adam die, but his sin affected the entire creation. It's not going to be long before there's going to be a flood that comes. The fountains of the deep are broken up. You've got a firmament in the heavens that collapses, and all of these things begin to happen to the earth. It affects the earth itself. It affects the animals. It affects everything. And so it says here that the creation waits for the manifestation of the sons of God. "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God." The entire creation is under the bondage of corruption. Our corruption, man's corruption, sinful corruption. So just, one of the ways that I like to think about this is think of the most beautiful, serene, natural place that you can think of. Maybe like the Hawaiian Islands, or maybe some beautiful forest setting with water and trees, and maybe it's the beach. Where just think of the most beautiful place that you can think of. And really, what that is a garbage heap compared to what it was and compared to what it will be sometime in the future. Verse 22, "For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now." The entire creation is in pain. "And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit." So he's talking about believers. So he says that believers, along with the creation, groan in pain. Why? Well, because we know what sin has done to mankind and to our planet. We know that sin has affected everything. We know that this earth is not what it could be, and we know that it's not what it will be, and we groan. We also know that we're not what we will be. We look around the world around us and we see corruption, we see violence. Well, that's heartbreaking, and it causes us to groan within ourselves. And we also know that when we look inside, that we still see the flesh within us, and we see our failures and our sins. And so he says, "And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit," that's believers, "even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body." We are longing and looking forward to a new body that we're going to receive when Jesus returns. when he creates new heavens and a new earth. So this earth isn't what it should be, and it's not what it's going to be someday. As a matter of fact, it's going to be renovated by fire someday, Peter tells us. And so when you look around and you realize and you groan inside at the world that you see, well, you understand why that takes place. We're not going to build a utopia on this earth, but we can live for the glory of God now and look forward to what's to come. I look forward to what's to come, don't you? Let's live for the glory of God. Let's tell people about Jesus. Let's live for His glory now. And every time we groan, let's think about what we have to look forward to in the future. God bless you. Have a great day.